Hi everybody, it's Dr. McMichael, and I'm going to talk to you about the Gilded Age in the United States. The Gilded Age in the U.S. stretched roughly from the 1870s through the early 1900s. The name itself comes from Mark Twain, who described the era as gilded, or shiny on the surface but hiding deep problems underneath. On the surface, this was a time of explosive economic growth. Railroads crisscrossed the country, linking farms, factories, and cities. Industrial giants like Andrew Carnegie in steel and John D. Rockefeller in oil built vast fortunes. Immigrants poured into the U.S., especially into cities like New York and Chicago, providing the labor that fueled this growth. For many Americans, it seemed like the country was becoming a land of unlimited opportunity. But underneath that glitter, there was turmoil. Workers labored long hours in dangerous factories for very low wages. Children often worked alongside adults. Strikes and labor conflicts became common, like the Great Railroad Strike of 1877 and the Homestead Strike in 1892. Farmers, especially in the South and West, faced debt and falling crop prices. Political corruption was rampant, with machines like New York's Tammany Hall trading jobs for votes. The Gilded Age also exposed sharp divisions in American society. Immigrants and African Americans faced discrimination and violence. Native peoples were being pushed onto reservations as settlers seized more land. Meanwhile, wealthy elites displayed their fortunes in grand mansions and parties, creating a lifestyle completely out of reach for most Americans. Why does the Gilded Age matter? Because it highlights the contradictions of modern America. Extraordinary innovation and growth alongside deep inequality and conflict. Out of this era came calls for reform, the beginnings of the progressive movement, new labor unions, and struggles for racial and gender justice. The Gilded Age was not just about glittering wealth. It was about who had power, who didn't, and how Americans began to question whether democracy and capitalism were working for everyone. Looking forward to seeing you in the discussions this week.